All right, talk about using your time wisely. DIY, doing it yourself. This is probably going to be one of the most impressive things you see today. Reddit user Alcacat used her free time. Basically, it's her time on her morning commute on the bus. She crocheted her own wedding dress. So to and from work for 5 months, she spent the time crocheting the dress. Great looking dress. You know what the cost of that was? About $30 in material. And she said, basically her thought was, what else am I going to do on the bus? So she saved a ton and made this beautiful wedding dress. So that gets us to the point, what could we be doing? I mean, how hard is something like this? Joining us by phone, lifestyle expert, DIY expert, Andrea Schroeder. Andrea, I know you crochet a little bit. How hard is that to pull off?
Well, that wedding dress, she did a pineapple stitch. I watched the tutorial, and it's beautiful. I mean, talk about a one-of-a-kind, like, vintage dress that's never going to go out of style, and how awesome that she made it herself. That's the coolest thing about DIY, is that it's a one-of-a-kind, which I think is what I love the most about making things yourself. But I can do simple crocheting. I've made blankets, and it's actually relaxing too.
Okay, so your thumbs up. Do you think with a little practice you could pull off the crocheted wedding dress?
Yes, I think anybody could with a little practice. There's really simple, crocheting's really simple. My girls, it's, you know that finger knitting that you used to do on your fingers at school? It's like that. It's just one loop over, you pull the next loop over, and then you add on to the stitches. So it's just, you just have to keep track of the stitches and counting, but it's very, very simple crocheting. That's what I love about it.
Interesting. And she's going to use it for other things, right? I know that she can dress it up with colors, kind of wear it differently, and it's not just a wedding dress. She's going to get other uses out of it.
Yeah, and she can dye it later, and it can be like a light pink or something, and she can be a bridesmaid.
There you go. Hey, on that point about DIY, and obviously this is our great example here, but how many more things could we be doing where we have a sense of accomplishment that would be so much more special than to just go to the department store and buy something? I mean, where are we missing the boat here?
Okay, well, if you get cotton thread, you can crochet with a simple single stitch, pot holders, and those cotton washcloths for the kitchen, and they work so good. And they're really expensive to buy at farmers markets, but it's something you can make one in about 10 or 15 minutes. So it's a great idea that she did it on the bus going to work. I mean, it'd be great if you're sitting in carpool to crochet things. So I think that doing things yourself, that's what's so great about Pinterest and Reddit, is that you get so many ideas and they show you step by step, so you can see that it's really not that hard.
Have you seen, because I know a lot of people clue in on wedding dress. She saved what could be thousands. A wedding's so expensive. Are there other DIY things that can be done to save on the big expense of a wedding?
Oh yeah, you can do your own flowers. You can just think outside the box and like you can use mason jars to hold your flowers, so you can just save your jars instead of just throwing out your jars, save them. You can wrap them with a lace ribbon. And then put your flowers in it. You can make your own food for your wedding, which makes it special because it's probably going to be better. And you can do things in advance. And like wedding invitations, you can do at home with stamps and glitter and all kinds of things that you can make yourself. And it makes it personal, and it makes it have love.
That's the special nature, especially that wedding. Never forget that wedding dress. I mean, and not saying that one bought at a store is not good, but this one, there's just something a little special. Hey, Andrew, great ideas there. Thanks again. Appreciate it. More coming up.